Southeast Georgia and the Lowcountry. This is WJCL 22 Morning News. See us now.
Right now on WJCL 22 Morning News, big changes to gun laws in the U.S. from a ruling on open carry out of the Supreme Court to a decision on stricter gun measures set to be made in just hours. The Supreme Court getting a Georgia inmate one step closer to dying by firing squad per his request. What we know right now and the new rule in place this morning. A South Carolina deputy killed in the line of duty is set to be laid to rest this weekend. How his life of service will continue to live on even after his death.
Oh man, this is not good.
Capsized boat rescue. Several people, including children, stranded in a lake screaming for help. We'll walk you through the brand new video just into the WJCL 22 newsroom this morning. It is right now 6 o'clock on this Friday. We have made it to the end of the week. We want to take a live look from our Skyview 22 camera on top of the Homewood Suites on the river. We want to thank you so much for waking up with us right here on WJCL 22. Good morning. I'm Emma Hamilton here with our meteorologist Jonathan Myers. And John, hot today, of course, summer in the south, but not as hot.
No, nowhere near as yesterday. We were talking about some 8 to 10 degrees cooler.
Awesome.
You like that cooler word that I'm going to use?
Yeah, cooler.
Yeah. Even though it's going to be in the 90s, no triple digits for today. Let's get right to that forecast starting your Friday morning off. Not bad outside. It is muggy, though, mid-upper 70s for most of us as we're only about 18 minutes now before sunrise. 83 at 9, 90 or close to it there at lunchtime. I think most of us about 90 to 92 as we go through the afternoon. Most of the day will be dry. I do have a small chance for maybe a spotty shower or thunderstorm probably after about 2 o'clock today, maybe into the early evening for some of the inland areas, but really don't anticipate a whole lot of rain throughout the afternoon. Live radar showing everyone dry, maybe a couple of spotty showers right there in eastern parts of Liberty County, northern McIntosh County. And looking at the little larger view, you can also see those clouds that roll through, and the showers are well off to our east now that moved through parts of the area last night. Forecast for today, not as hot like we said at the top of the show, maybe a shower this afternoon. And then also for the weekend, if you're making plans, you may need that umbrella at times, but overall should be dry. I'll detail more of the weekend forecast in less than 10 minutes.
Jonathan, thanks so much. Heading outside, US 280 and 301 in Claxton, where looks like a couple folks making their way out as we get just past 6 o'clock on this Friday, and no traffic issues to report out there. Happening today, the U.S. House is set to approve the widest-ranging gun reform bill it's seen in decades. Just last night, the Senate approved the bipartisan bill. Georgia's Democratic Senators Jon Ossoff and Raphael Warnock voted yay, along with Republican South Carolina Senator Lindsey Graham. Senator Tim Scott, the other Republican in South Carolina, voted nay. In the span of just one day, 2 branches of government delivered vastly different outcomes on guns. Just hours before the Senate's decision, the Supreme Court struck down a New York state law that limited the right to carry a gun in public. Savannah native Justice Clarence Thomas said, quote, "The Constitution protects an individual's right to carry a handgun for self-defense outside the home." South Carolina Attorney General Alan Wilson said, quote, "The founding fathers treasured the right to bear arms for protection." Senator Graham tweeted, "Great day for the Second Amendment. At its core, the Supreme Court ruled that the right to bear arms is the right to defend oneself and one's property." I want to take a live look at Washington, D.C. this morning, where in just hours, the conversation on that bipartisan move to enact stricter gun laws is set to continue. We want to check in now with our Amy Liu in Washington with what's expected to happen.
Well, Emma, the gun reform bill must still get the okay from the House and then the president, but the Senate agrees their approval is a major victory.
The yeas are 65. The nays are 33.
In a landmark vote, a month after the violent mass shootings in Buffalo and Uvalde, the Senate passed the Safer Communities Act Thursday.
It's not the measure I would have written if I'd been doing it alone, but it marks meaningful progress.
All 50 Democrats joined by 15 of their Republican colleagues, enough to approve the $13 billion measure.
This legislation accomplishes these goals without infringing upon a law-abiding citizen's Second Amendment right.
The bill falls short of banning assault-style weapons, a measure that Democrats wanted. Republicans arguing the bill is already far-reaching.
The American people do not have to choose between safer schools and the Constitution. And neither does the United States Senate.
Lawmakers are focused instead on the incremental steps of bipartisanship, leading to a big win.
Passing this gun safety bill is truly significant, and it's going to save lives.
The House is expected to pass the bill later on today, and President Biden says he's ready to sign the bill into law. In Washington, I'm Amy Liu, WJCL 22 News.
Of course, we'll bring you the very latest information starting tonight on WJCL 22 News at 5 and on WJCL.com and our free WJCL 22 News app. This morning, the Supreme Court is siding with a Georgia inmate who wants to die by firing squad instead of lethal injection. We've been reporting on Michael Nance for months now. He shot and killed someone in Gwinnett County back in 2002. He sued Georgia's prison system, saying lethal injection would cause him excruciating pain and insists his veins are unsuitable for the procedure. Up until now, lethal injection was the only option for death row inmates in Georgia. A South Carolina deputy killed in the line of duty is set to be laid to rest this weekend. The funeral for Spartanburg County Deputy Austin Allridge will be held on Sunday. Police say a man shot and killed the deputy Tuesday while on a domestic call. We now know Allridge is an organ and tissue donor, meaning he'll continue to serve total strangers even in his death. Spartanburg Sheriff's Office says his donations will benefit nearly 70 people.
Deputy Aldrich clearly had a heart to help others in choosing as his vocation a career where he was putting his life in jeopardy as he went to work each day. And it seems to me that his desire to be an organ donor was a continuation of that dedication that he had to help and serve others.
Prisma officials say they're hoping to find a match for all of Allridge's donations by the end of the day today. The man accused of killing the deputy, Dwayne Hurd, had a bond hearing in the hospital yesterday since he is expected to be there for quite some time. A judge denied his bond.
A lot of great memories there.
Every time the thunder goes for him, it's the building collapsing.
Today marks 1 year since the tragic condo collapse in Surfside, Florida, where nearly 100 people died. A judge finalized a $1.2 billion settlement for the families of the victims, which will come from insurance companies, engineering firms, and a neighboring condo that allegedly contributed to the structural damage.
Oh man, this is not good.
All new this morning, a heart-pounding video showing several people, including children, being rescued from a Georgia lake. It all happened last Sunday when officials say a boat carrying 8 people and a dog capsized on Lake Allatoona.
Hey, come here. Come back. I got you.
This video from the Department of Natural Resources show the moments they arrived at Lake Allatoona to find the group stranded in the water.
Into the back, motor's off.
It's okay, Mama, it's okay.
You can see the crew pulling this little girl to safety as they urgently worked to get everyone on the boat. Georgia DNR says everyone is okay and says that this video shows the importance of wearing a life jacket. Right now, much needed help is on the way to Afghanistan after a 5.9 magnitude earthquake rocked the area, killing at least 1,000 people and injuring hundreds more. All new this morning, House Speaker Nancy Pelosi's husband is formally charged with DUI causing injury. The crash happened nearly a month ago in California. The House Speaker was on the East Coast at the time. The victim in the crash has requested not to be identified. This morning, a nationwide Juul ban is in effect in a major move yesterday, rocking the vaping industry. The FDA ordered one of the country's biggest e-cigarette makers to pull all of its products from the store shelves nationwide. The FDA had been working more than a year and a half to get Juul off the market. In a statement, Juul said it disagreed with the FDA's findings. Our series, Sucked in America's Vaping Epidemic, won a National Excellence in Financial Journalism Award and other honors. You can watch it right now on our website. It's WJCL.com. We now know a major company is making a $25 million investment in Hampton County. Can for Southern Pine is using the money to fix up its current facility in the Lowcountry. South Carolina Governor Henry McMaster said this significant $25 million investment highlights all that can be accomplished through a competitive business environment and talented workforce. Upgrades are expected to be completed by the end of this year.
Oh, what a play! Colorado thinks this is in. I think it is in.
Game 5 of the Stanley Cup Finals is happening tonight right here on WJCL 22. The Colorado Avalanche versus the Tampa Bay Lightning. You can catch all of the action coming up tonight at 8 o'clock. Well, this weekend, River Street Sweets and Savannah's Candy Kitchen are celebrating National Praline Day by donating 10% of all of its sales to America's Second Harvest. It'll benefit their Kids Cafe program and make sure at-risk kids are getting a nutritious meal at night.